We want to give you another live look of what things appear to be like outside right now. 24-hour News 8's Danny Carlson is live along US 131 on the south side of Grand Rapids to show us. Danny?
Susie, obviously it is very cold. There's a lot of snow coming down, but the biggest thing that we are noticing right now, take a look at this. There is a ton of blowing snow happening right now. It's making visibility on the roadways very, very low, and the Kent County Road Commission says that's one of the things that they are noticing right now, is it's making it harder for them out on the roadways. Actually, a truck just drove by. We're told that about 30 trucks were dispatched when the snow hit. Another 60 are expected to be on the roads by about 4 a.m. We're told that there have been a few slide-offs and accidents tonight, but their biggest job, their number one focus tonight, is getting as much snow off the roads as fast as possible before it builds up. Now, coming up, if you are staying inside tonight, we have talked with the people who keep the lights on, keep the gas pumping, and we'll have more for you on what they're doing to make sure that you stay safe and ride out this storm. Live in Grand Rapids tonight, Danny Carlson, 24-hour News 8.
All right, Danny, thanks. You could hear Danny. We lost her video. We will go back to her because she has another vantage point and another story she wants to share with us. We'll get to that in just a moment.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of gremlins out there because of that weather. We do have crews all over the region tonight. Let's check in with 24-hour News 8's Mark Thompson. Mark is out along the lakeshore in Holland. A couple of questions for you, Mark. First, how was the drive out, and what are things out there like right now?
Well, first of all, Brian, I can tell you right now, the words that we've been talking about all night, blowing and drifting. Lots of wind out here, although the wind has died down a little bit since our report at 10 o'clock tonight. Not too many people out on the roadways, but you can see a few people are venturing down 7th Street here in downtown Holland. And also the snowflakes are starting to get a little bit thicker. Around 10 o'clock, it was more like sand just hitting me in the face. But now you see a few of those thick, fluffy flakes mixed in with some of this blowing and drifting snow. But even though folks are out on the roadways, it is still very hard to see, and that's the problem. We shot some video a little bit over an hour ago as we made our way from Grand Rapids here to Holland on 196, and it was very, very hard to see out there. I mean, obviously, because the wind and snow is blowing so hard. We were in a 70-mile-per-hour zone, and speeds were around 40 to 45 miles per hour. It took us about 55 minutes to get here. Usually it's about a 45-minute trip or so, so not too bad there. But again, that was over an hour ago, and I'm sure as the snow has started to blow across the roadways, those times are increasing to get from one place to another. It's kind of deceiving, too, as far as you don't really think that there's any accumulation out here because you just see the snow blowing sideways. But if you look in certain areas, like maybe over here where I'm walking right now, you can see it's starting to drift quite a bit. And once you stick your foot down there, you can definitely see that you have got some accumulation out on the ground and on the roadways as well. So, of course, we always say this, but we really mean it this time. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay home, and we'll be back in a little bit with another report and tell you how people are trying to prepare earlier to get ready for what's here now. We're live in Holland. Mark Thompson, 24-hour News 8.
Okay, Mark, thank you for that. The snow also coming down tonight in Kalamazoo. They started to see it first today, and a snow emergency is in effect there, as well as in Battle Creek. Let's go live to 24-hour News 8's Crystal Hilliard as she joins us now via Skype. Crystal?
Brian, we're actually live via Skype on an iPhone, so this is really a testament to technology right now. But as a testament to Mother Nature, I can tell you these snowflakes are really coming down. As Mark said just a few moments ago, the snowflakes have gotten bigger and juicier, and they're falling a lot faster, and the wind is blowing. It's really whipping around, whipping across my face, whipping this way, whipping that way. But we want to tell you that Kalamazoo's emergency management tonight tells us they've got 2 salt trucks out tonight. It'll be that way until 4 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock, they will release 35 salt trucks, and they'll take care of all of the main roads. We were over at Stadium Drive earlier today trying to get a live shot. We could not, but we know that we saw 2 salt trucks going back and forth, trying to make sure they took care of that road and all of the major roads around here. But we will be here in Kalamazoo all night. Ryan Takeo will be here in the morning, keeping you covered on the latest conditions. So make sure you stay with us. But like I said, we're live via Skype, via iPhone, so we're going to go ahead and send it back to you guys in the studio before we lose our signal. Brian?
Real good. Thank you, Crystal. Within the half hour, we checked with Consumers Energy to see what the power situation was like. They tell us close to 1,400 customers are without electricity in Kent County. That's the most anywhere in our viewing area. Consumers does have crews out trying to restore the power, but no word yet on when the electricity will be back up and running. This storm is crippling the nation's air travel. This is a real-time look at cancellations at Ford International Airport in Kent County. We're also getting a look at Detroit Metro. At last check, the majority of the flights there canceled as well. And take a look at these live pictures. Coming in from Chicago, we can tell you more than 1,300 flights canceled at O'Hare Airport. Earlier today, we knew that about 20% of all the flights across the nation were canceled or delayed because of the weather.
They were starting to cancel those flights as early as Monday in anticipation of this storm. And O'Hare, one of their biggest cancellation days ever on record.
Yeah, it's amazing what's been happening. But because of the ability to forecast so much in advance, they are able to take this kind of preemptive action.
Yeah. We should note, too, you saw some of the pictures out there out on the roads. Very few reports of slide-offs and ditchings tonight. And police are attributing that to people just heeding the warnings and staying inside and not going out on the roads.
You know, when we're in the newsroom, we can hear the police calls because of all the accidents. There were almost none tonight. I will tell you, the phones were ringing off the wall.
Right, but the lack of police calls, that was somewhat surprising, and it was interesting to see everyone kind of just hunkered down, stayed in. We do invite you to participate in our coverage of this massive winter storm.
There are a lot of ways that you can do that. We're happy to tell you. 24-hour News 8, Susan Shaw's at the live desk right now to show you, Suze.
It has been very busy in here, Susie, and you're right. The phones have been just ringing right off the hook. I mean, everybody's calling in their cancellations and all of their closings, and we're trying to get that information logged as soon as we can to get it on air and online at woodtv.com. At last check, about 15 minutes ago, we had well over 700 closings that we are getting on the air for you. So it's wonderful to be able to use the kind of technology we just talked about in order to get the message out to so many people at once. You know, you've been sending us some pictures. We've been talking to you, some through Twitter, some through Facebook. Let's take a look at some of the pictures that you sent in tonight. This one is from Jason Canfield in Zeeland, and this gives a really good look at what it's like out there right now on the roads. You can see the drifting, and from our live shots, that wind is moving sideways and the snow along with it. Wendy Olson in Easttown, she got this one of the snow falling, kind of an interesting shot of these larger flakes. And Donnell Pohl in Byron Center also got some of these, a little bit of snow there in the backyard, and it looks so pretty. Kevin Hoffer in Portage, this one shows a little bit about those roads too, where it's just slick. And you can see, like as Brian mentioned, not a lot of people out there, but I'll tell you, everybody's just staying inside and making sure that they'll be safe, and hopefully the roads will be cleared tonight. This is the one I love. It's just all the food's gone. This was a Portage Meyer. Everybody came in and shopped and got what they wanted for the next couple of days and left pretty much empty in the produce aisle over there. So we're talking to you on Facebook. We're talking to you on Twitter. We also have Cover It Live. I want to show you on camera, or on our website here. This is Cover It Live, and this is what's going out over the air right now. Also, you can put your comments in here, and it's a real-time conversation with us here at Wood TV 8. One of the comments, drifts are building south and west of Allegan. We got that comment. I like Jill's comment that says, think spring. So we can hang on to those thoughts at least. So we have 3 ways for you to share pictures with us. Here they are. You can upload them to Facebook. You can go to the posted section at woodtv.com. You can email us at report@woodtv.com. So lots of ways to communicate with us, and we'd love to get those pictures and your comments. Reporting from the live desk, Susan Shaw, 24-hour News 8.
Thank you, Suze. It really enhances our coverage when we get our viewers, you know, taking shots and sending them in.
There were ploty of pictures to sift through, some of which we couldn't show on camera, but we thank you for all.
I was fighting hard to get one. There was someone in the buff who was
snowblowing
the snow, yeah.
We want to let you know, too, we're extending our coverage here at the 11 o'clock show. We're going to stay on for an extra half hour, so we'll be broadcasting live until midnight. Of course, we'll have updates throughout the evening, throughout the morning, and Daybreak will be going on an hour early themselves, starting at 4.